What's going on, everybody? We're back again. Another Coffee Talks where I curate some of my favorite coffee roasters and leadership talks from some of my favorite people. We back at it again, and I got a good roaster this time. Methodical Coffee. I came across this roaster about a year ago. I was in South Carolina at an event, and my hobby is I find every local craft coffee in the area, and I go, that's what I do. I go visit them. Loved it. Well, I just got back from a speaking event in South Carolina, and as a gift, Vivid Church, the crew at Vivid Church know my love for coffee, got me this as a gift, and they didn't even know I've been here, but man, they did not disappoint. Kirby, you know how to cook some good coffee. They got me an Ethiopian. It's a Nano Genji. It's actually a sister of a roaster in Nanu Chala, which is Western Europe, Western Ethiopia. And they are so exploding because they got such good beans coming out of there that they had to open up a sister. And this one is so good. It is oddly different because when you drink this one, you get oranges and citrusy and you smell it. It's really different from a lot of Ethiopians. You get a lot of berries with Ethiopias, but this one hits you so good. I can't put it down. I can't stop drinking it. Highly recommend you check it out. Look up Methodical Coffee. And with our leadership talk, let's jump into some Dale Carnegie. And I want you to lean in because I'm going to teach you something really important Dale talks about. Because here's what I know. When you get all emotional and you get all riled up, it's easy to just let someone have it. It feels good, right? To kind of just get it off your chest and put someone in their place and just get your point across and just rip them a new one, man. Like, it feels good. But you got to put yourself in the other person's perspective. How are they feeling? How are they responding? What's going on with them? And I'm going to be honest with you. I'm a public figure in a lot of ways. And so I get a lot of things said about me that aren't always true. Rumors spread. It's what happens when you take a job where you have a platform that you stand on and many people are around. And that's part of sometimes the negative side of a public position. And sometimes I just want to just let someone have it. I just want to put that stuff out there and put the truth out there. Even if I know, man, it will burn that other person, it'll scold, because you want that release. But guess what? I don't. Because I know the moment I do that, I burn bridges. And I never want to be the reason someone can't come back over once the emotions are subside to have reconciliation. Even though the part of side of me that wants to just let someone have it needs to be released, I have to learn to quiet it. Because I have to remember what the win is. And you need to remember what the win is. Whether that's with your spouse, whether that's with someone that has a different belief system than you or preference than you, or whether that's someone that's talking negatively about you, you have to remember what the win is. The win is not to be right. The win is not to put someone in their place. The win is not to prove how wrong someone else is and how smart and right you are. The win is influence. The win is impact. The win is, are you making a difference and making the world better? And if that's the measuring stick, you have to learn the art of how you approach people. When people are riled up and they are so feeling their emotions, you're not going to be able to talk them off the ledge. You can have the best argument in the world. You can have all the sound logic in the world. When people's emotions are high, they are not changing their opinion. A domineering husband won't change his opinion. A political person won't change their opinion. A wife that is really feeling her emotions are not going to change their opinion. A child that's being stubborn is not going to change. None of them are going to change their opinion when you get riled up and you reach the same level of his emotion as them. You know what, though? You can lead them to health based on the way you respond. Here's what we know. Friendliness always gets the same return. Friendliness begets friendliness. Robert Black said that. You've got to learn the art of responding different. You don't fight fire with fire. You put it out with water. You come at it from the opposite side, and that's how you respond. There's an old fable about the sun and the wind, and they're getting into this argument, And the sun says, I have more strength than you. And the wind says, I have more strength than you. And one says, I'm more powerful. And the other says, more powerful. And they said, all right, let's put our powers at test. Let's prove that we're wrong. You see that old man, the wind says, with the coat on? I guarantee you I can blow his coat off. I guarantee I can make his coat go off faster than you can. So the wind started blowing, and as the wind started blowing, the man kind of put his coat on a little bit more. So the wind started blowing even harder, and the man wrapped the coat up even more, and he was blowing so hard, a tornado was almost on the horizon. He was blowing so hard, and the man just gripped the coat even tighter. Finally, the wind was so exhausted, he stopped. And as it calmed, the sun comes out from behind the clouds hiding, and the sun now gets close to the man, and there is this warmth that rises up. And before long, you see the man patting his head, and he takes the coat off. And the sun looks at the wind, and he says it like this: gentleness and friendliness were always stronger than fury and force. There's always more strength when you're gentle and friendly than when you have all this fury with your emotion and all this force trying to make people go your way and all this pressure to get people to go to your preference opinion and submit to you and all this force to just try to show everybody they're lying and I'm right. But gentleness and friendliness has a greater impact. I love the quote that says it like this: the way to find a genuine godly leader is that they have the ability to have compassion against their tormentors. Can we have compassion? Can we have friendliness and gentleness? It's going to lead us to places of health inside those relationships. All right, guys. Till next time, I hope you are blessed, and I pray God's peace.